I'm a little conflicted when it comes to rap names. On one hand, you have these dudes calling themselves Lil Dolphin or Young Recycling Bin. All right, you're an adult. You're not a dolphin. Okay, you're not a recycling bin. Pay your taxes like everybody else. On the other hand, if we don't have rap names, we're just gonna have a bunch of dudes called Tyrone or Jamal or Michael Johnson, all coming out on the stage like, oh, next up on the stage, Tyreek. Which Tyreek? There's like 5 of them. Oh, the one from New Jersey? Oh, he's all right. Let's give him a shot. You know what I'm saying? Okay, you don't care. Anyway, so what are we going to talk about today? Well, based on the title, we're going to talk about the Skinny Fat Inconvenience. It's not a problem, okay? It's perpetuated as a problem mainly online on like forums and shit by men, not maybe 1 or 2 women here and there, but mainly men, because we're over dramatic when it comes to our bodies and our muscle size. But so why do I call it an inconvenience and not a problem? Because it's an easy fix. It's actually pretty simple, really. It's just that we over dramatize the situation. So let's first define skinny fat. Skinny fat is pretty self-explanatory based on the title. You're skinny, so you don't. By skinny, you don't have a lot of lean body mass, so you don't have a lot of muscle mass, and you're fat. Kind of. You're not like fat. You're not like obese. You're not overweight. It's just that when you take your shirt off, you look soft. So you automatically assume that you're fat. You're not fat. You just don't have a lot of muscle. So what is the first thing, and this is the trap that I fell into. So I have experience with this. I overcame this. This is anecdotal evidence. Peer-reviewed anecdotal evidence. So I overcame this. What's your initial inclination to solving this inconvenience? Lose weight. Oh, there's a lot of fat on me. Let me lose all that fat. Problem is, there's no muscle underneath to support that. The more muscle you have, the easier it is to lose fat because your metabolism has to support all that muscle mass that you have. When you don't have a lot of muscle mass, your metabolism is just like, what are we doing? It may work a little bit, like you may be able to shred off some body fat percentage, but when you do shred it off, there's nothing to show underneath. The point of cutting in the first place or losing body fat is to unleash or unveil the physique that you've built up underneath. If you're skinny fat, you don't have anything underneath to show. So when you first start out, when you try to fix this little inconvenience, my recommendation is to bump up your calories to a little bit above your maintenance. Or it's possible to do this at maintenance. It's definitely possible, but I would recommend a little bit above maintenance and continue to lift weights. Preferably a strength training program, but the goal is just to lift or just weighted resistance training. You need to lift weights. You need to eat a little bit above maintenance, and of course you need to get 6, 7, 8 hours of sleep. But the main thing is, because everybody knows, like every guy who asks this, they know they're supposed to lift the weights. The training part is good to go. That we don't have to worry about that. Okay, you have to train. Okay. Everybody knows you have to get a good amount of sleep. That aside, what everybody has a little issue with is the nutrition part. Now, the vast recommendation would be, we're gonna shred some fat. We're gonna get you nice and lean, and then we're gonna build that body up. Why not just do that initially? Because your body's going to go through a recomposition. What's recomposition? Recomposition is magical. It is the magical very first stage of the skinny fat inconvenience. Because the vast majority of people who are skinny fat are novices. So you have about 1 to 2 or less than a year of training. So your body has not adapted to this stress level of intaking more calories than you need, a caloric surplus, and weighted resistance training. So in pockets of your body where there isn't a lot of muscle, it's going to fill out with lean body mass. Those are called noob gains. So it's going to look like you're losing weight or losing body fat and gaining muscle at the same time. Dude, I cracked the code. I'm gaining muscle, losing fat at the same time, and my weight's staying the same. I'm gonna write a book and sell it for millions of dollars. That's what fucking everybody does, because they're like, oh my god, this is crazy. Lose fucking 5 pounds in 1 week. Yeah, that's all water weight, you dingus. Duh. Anybody can do that. Now, how much weight should you gain? Should you shoot for? I would recommend going for 1 to 2 pounds a month. Go slow. Don't do this. Eat 5,000 calories a day. That's it. That's it. 5,000 calories. You eat big. You need to eat big to get big. No, you just need to eat enough. Just eat enough. How about starting with that? Because your body, just like the stress level of weighted training, your body has not adapted to the caloric surplus of eating enough, more than enough food, while adapting to the stress of a weighted resistance training. That's what's called recomposition. Your body's doing a complete 180. There's this new stress level, nutritionally and physically from the What's wrong with my brain right now? Why can't I think? From the weighted resistance training, I have all these terms going through my head because I'm such a genius. No, I'm not. I'm a fucking idiot. Anyway, so and how much should you eat? I would to gain about 1 to 2 pounds a month, I would shoot for 250 to 500 calories added to your maintenance every single day. So let's say you eat your maintenance just to maintain your body weight is 2,500 calories per day. So you would add 250 or 500 to that and eat that per day. So you would eat 2,750 or 3,000 calories per day while training 3 to 4, maybe 5, but I would recommend 3 to 4 times per week, obviously depending on your schedule. That's just my recommendation. That's pretty much it. Now, this is going to be a much slower process than the whole gain 10 pounds in fucking 5 weeks. No, you don't want to do that because at this stage you're just going to gain a little bit more body fat than you need. You're still going to probably gain a little bit of body fat in this stage just because you're going to be at a caloric surplus. But the thing is your body's going to fill out with muscle a little bit faster at this point because again, this is not a stress your body is used to, has ever done, or has adapted to, especially considering your new nutritional needs. Okay? So as your lean body mass goes up, your body fat percentage either stabilizes or raises just a little bit, and the scale really stays the same. Now, this is based on anecdotal evidence, but vast majority of my clientele and what's happened to me was the scale generally either stayed the same or, sorry, I almost burped right there. I wasn't choking on my own words, but it either stays the same or it goes up by 1 to 2 pounds, or maybe 0.5 pound a week. But obviously the goal still is to 2 pounds a month if that's your goal. But initially, your body's just gonna maintain, and then you're gonna start steadily gaining weight as your body recomposes. Hey, recomposes. There you go. I don't know what's wrong with me today. Oh, you mean what's wrong with you every day, Mario? Yeah, it's called being an idiot. Damn it. Anyway, so that's pretty much it. So don't worry about, hey, I need to lose fat. No. There's actually not a lot of fat on you. Now, generally, if you're 25% body fat and above, you're probably overweight and or obese based on your frame. So probably lose weight first. But if you're between, now this is for men. Now, if you're between like 18 to 20 to 21% body fat, yeah, just go through body recomposition. That's really all you need. Now, if you're a woman, women have different standards of body fat. They're allowed to get away with a little bit higher body fat percentage, so they get like 23 to 28% body fat, which is normal for them. But it's pretty much the same thing too. Just eat enough, not an exorbitant, not an egregious amount of food. Eat enough, lift weights, and get enough sleep. Now that's actually pretty simple, right? That's what I preach from my journey series. I kind of delved into that, but regardless, that's all you need. And the nutrition part is the main part. That's the crux of this. Don't eat too much, but make sure you're eating just enough. So you can go on any online calculator and find out your maintenance calories. Just put in your height, your weight. Some of them will ask your body fat percentage, just estimate. And it'll give you, and put in your activity level, how much, what kind of job you have, and how many times a week do you train, and it'll give you your maintenance and just add 250 to 500 calories onto that. Also, you have to hit your protein intake. That's actually very important as well. Very important, okay? You need to eat at least, this is my recommendation, at least 1 gram per pound of body weight. And that's it. So you're gonna act like you cracked the code. It's gonna be fantastic. You're gonna feel fantastic. You're gonna be eating enough. You're gonna be gaining muscle. Your body fat's gonna stay the same, or it's gonna look like it's lowering, but that's because your body's gaining muscle in pockets of your body that doesn't have. All right. So that's body recomposition. That's the body recomposition inconvenience solved in a 10-minute video. Isn't that fantastic? Yay! Now, for the next video, I'm gonna tackle how to, solve cancer. No, it's okay. Oh, guys, the inconvenience of cancer. It's not really a problem. Let me delve into it. Like, dude, you are not qualified. All right, anyway, I'm acting like a moron again. All right, see you next time.